to hump, bump on in. Hey everybody, how you doing? Gonna do a viewer question and answer thing here for you. This is in response to my most recent video, my routine ? About I need to get into a routine of some kind. Now that I'm living with my brother, I'm not doing DoorDash, etc., etc., etc. I need a routine. Okay, this came from Chad, my buddy Chad. He's a fellow iRacer. He says, Dave, is there any way to ease back into DoorDash or another side hustle to get you out? Not sure how feasible it is currently, but maybe later on. I think routine is super important, not only for what you said, not sitting around and getting fat, but also mental health. Absolutely, 100%. He says it's easy just to fall into a rut without a routine. Then it seems people accept the negative side of things easier. Glad to see you're improving and not just accepting a situation. Inspiring, Dave. All right, Chad, thank you very much. That's why I made the video. I need to get into something, so I'm just not sitting around. Now, like I said, I'm going to be making a lot more videos than posting them to YouTube. Hey everybody, thank you very much for watching. I currently have about 30 or 40 viewers that watch just about every video that I upload to YouTube, but very few of you give me a thumbs up. So stop what you're doing right now, give me a thumbs up. It may help with the algorithm and bring me higher up into the search results. Thank you very much. Update. Last night I put together my sim racing cockpit. It did not go good. Mainly the problem is my left foot has no flex in it. It's kind of dead. It's just along for the ride. That's real hard on braking. I tried right braking. That didn't work either. The other thing is, with the setup that I have in the camp chair that I use as my racing seat, at my old place before my stroke, I would scoot on in and get right on up to the steering wheel. The chair has no wheels, and I cannot get scooted up with my left hand not having any strength in it to hump, bump on in up close to the desk. So I'm not only am I sitting further back based on what I can do right now, my left foot has no flex in it. So I tried just, using my left leg, and it's so jerky and unresponsive that right now with my left foot, it's not going to be able to operate the brake pedal and jumping the right foot over. That's just not a very good way of doing it. It takes time, even though a half a second, you know what I'm saying on iRacing, everything's down to a tenth of a second. So as of iRacing right now, it's off the table. I've got the setup taken off my computer desk and put in a box until such time that I can get back into iRacing. As far as getting into another side gig, my buddy Smiling Mike, who was going to possibly adopt my cats, since that time, he and his wife decided not to do any fostering or adopting. They're just going to go with what they have right now, which is fine and dandy. Okay. So anyway, he had called me the other day, and he said, Dave, I can do the heavy lifting if you want to drive your truck around, Speedwagon, and do a couple, door dashes or something like that, just to give you a little pocket money and get you out there. Well, that is fine and dandy, and we may do that at some time. But the thing is, right now, I am applying for Social Security disability benefits. I'm not going to do anything to screw that up, and it will take 4 to 5 to 6 months before I get approved, or I could get approved tomorrow, but I'm not getting my first check for another 5 months. The other thing is, I've done this research with a neighbor buddy. You can only make so much per month while you're on disability. And as I remember looking into that for my neighbor Jeff, it was only like $800. Now, I had already made $7,000 in the first quarter of 2024, and so I'm not sure where that's, once I get approved for the disability, I'm sure I'll get that no matter how much I made prior to the event, which was a stroke. So anyway, not going to do anything along that lines until I get the disability, it's approved, the checks start coming, and I find out what the rules are. Now, hopefully I can make a little bit of money yet this year, and one of the biggest money makers last year for me was roadie around Christmas time. Also for Spark around Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving sales, the Black Friday and all that. Great money maker. I was delivering a lot of 50-inch TVs or bigger, and so maybe Mike can do that with me. Then is once or twice a week we just go out for a couple hours, give myself a little pocket money. He'll do the heavy lifting, if you will, and I'll do the driving. We'll be on my app, yada yada yada. So anyway, we'll see how that all works out. So yeah, I've got some cooking videos coming up for y'all. Matt said that would be a good idea. He's my mechanic. We just put tires on Speedwagon. So thank you very much, Matt. That should be my prescriptions coming in, so I can go to Walmart and get my prescriptions if you heard the phone. So anyway, yeah, thanks for the the support and the ideas, Chad. I wish I could get out there and do some more gig work, but even in Speedwagon where I have the running boards and I can step on in and sit down and all that, I am not bouncing in and out like a normal human being. It takes me 5 times longer to get into the truck, 5 times longer to get out of the truck. You got to be careful with how I step down, get my cane and everything ready. So yeah, it's way too soon for that, but that is in the future. I would hope, like with Mike maybe assisting me. So anyway, we'll see how that all works out. All right, guys and gals, thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.